introduction and cool to see you here. As you've already seen, I'm focusing on that goals 5, 12 and 8, gender equality, responsible consumption, because that's also important for our consultancy, and 8, decent work. How can we get it from getting our needs as a company, getting the needs our employees and also freelancers have. And I want to show you today how we made it from a little startup that was actually just myself to a small cap with 7 people, and really getting our work together with the ethics I wanted to get into the company. You've already heard we are a consultancy, but we are not a regular consultancy. We do linguistic consulting. This means we combine 3 sets of data. That means we combine numbers, texts, and words. And we do that with an innovative method. We combined linguistic methods from my research and from my research with text mining and data mining services from actual research. And we want to help organizations to get to these informations between the lines, emotions, trends, everyone wants to know. And you also see we've got 3 main areas in which we do business. The first one is communication and text mining. I will show you some examples, but we do not have so much time today, unfortunately. Then we have sustainability and CSR, and then HR and gender. So as you also see, some of the SDGs are directly operated in our services. So we also work together very closely with universities such as the Heidelberg University and the University of Mannheim, the Mannheim Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and also the Society for Applied Linguistics. Yeah, we have already heard our main customers are corporates, big corporates, DAX corporates. Unfortunately, SAP is not working with us so far. We are trying on that, getting to that. But more and more cities and also universities are also asking us, helping, because they want to do new working models, and they also have to do with a lot of data, texts, and they don't have time to read that all. We have got a lot of awards for our research, for my former research. I was Researcher of the Year by Academics in 2017, and also last year we were awarded by the MAXI, the Mannheim Existenzgründungspreis, which brought us a lot of press. And you know, that's really good if some people talk about you, other people hear what you do. And so we invest quite a lot of time and money in our press relations, and you can see that on our website. We're really doing a lot of interviews, a lot of research, so I do not want to be here so long. So just a brief outlook on what we do if you work together with us. For example, CSR reports. One of our customers was the Inter Insurance, and they had a lot of texts and they wanted a CSR report. And so we helped them extract what was really important, what was sustainable from that text in this CSR report. One example. Another example, which was very close to sustainability, is the new mission statement of the city of Mannheim. So they also had the problem structuring these information, and together with our technologies, we could find trends, sentiments in this text, and we restructured this text. We also do consulting in their communication strategy. And this is the latest project we're working at the moment, and a lot of customers request that. Together with our software partner, 100 Words, we use their algorithm, psychological AI, for detecting psychological traits out of big text data sets. For example, if you imagine job adverts or homepage texts or career texts, they are mostly male-coded. And female readers, they are often not attracted when they read certain types of job adverts, so they don't just apply. So if you use our technology, we can detect which words are not that attractive to women, also not that attractive for younger people, and so we can use other words that we call this gender audit for wording and for imagery. So that's what we do. Different pitch. Because now, forget all that business stuff, now we go into the culture, what is really interesting for today. How could we manage it going from this startup that was me at the beginning, like working in freedom with my computer in nature with a cat, to this company, but still being sustainable and still having an own working ethics. So what did we do? I handed in my dissertation in 2015 at the University of Heidelberg. And I was always interested in business language, and I did research on the DAX 30 language. And I could find out there is a connection between the word and the success of the company. So I could predict if you use this word, you can have that success. And Siemens was my first customer interested in this kind of work. We did a lot of white papers together, but I still didn't want to work with other people, so I wanted to work with my computer a lot. So that was me at the beginning. 2016, the city of Mannheim, they offered me a space in their co-working space, and I moved in. And I also did a science slam in Mannheim. And I wanted to talk about male and female communication, because this has always interested me in my research. And I called that talk, just for fun, Dr. Femme Fatale. And the people, well, it was really just meant as a joke, but people remembered this name. And so this brand was born. And more people asked me, corporate universities, to come to them, to give workshops, to give keynotes, to give coaching under this brand. And so we have already the second rebranding of Dr. Femme Fatale, and it makes half of our revenue yearly. So this brand is really going on. 2017, the first team emerged. There were 2 students of mine, and they finished their studies. And they also didn't want so much working together with other people. They wanted to work in their own office. And I said, okay, we can try that somehow if it works. And it worked pretty well, because we got other companies that wanted our tax consulting. And so we had this little team, Christian and Franziska. 2018, we could do another team enlargement because 2 other students of mine were interested. So we were 5 people suddenly, and we needed a real office for people coming to us. And so I said, okay, but we need a shared office, because I don't want to have that status shit. I don't want cars in this company. I don't want like electricity and water, so we don't need an own office. So we shared an office with another company. And we did our money and other stuff, and so we had a quite good revenue this year, over 200K. And if you know the consulting markets, there are just a few players as large as McKinsey or as Deloitte or Boston Consulting. Most of them are just little really companies. They make 150 to 180 a year. So 180K a year. So we were really doing good. And then what happened, we got this award, 2019. We got more and more people wanting to work with us. But they had their own needs, and they wanted to work digitally. I tell you how we solved that. And so we needed again a new office, because more and more customers came. And so we had our own office now with 4 rooms next to the Mannheim main station, where we are really situated as a company doing digital work, but situated in this. And we had to do rebranding, because the city of Ludwigshafen suddenly found out that we were doing business under the name of LU. This was our former name. And some legal wars forced us to do this rebranding, so this is now our new brand, LUB. And you see, this is the team so far. We've got people working like real employees, other like free employees. That's how they see themselves. They are freelancers. And Noah is here today with us, our intern. Laura is here also doing video for our YouTube channel. And we tried something very innovative, as I thought, with Petra. She's our digital assistant. And Petra has 3 children, and she has her own business, as she does a business in construction works with 10 employees. But she still wanted to work together with us. And I said, okay, we can try that. You get your own phone. All phone calls to my mobile phone and to our official number, they go to Petra's phone. But she's mostly at the time, being somewhere on the construction works or somewhere driving with her kids. And so, okay, she takes on the calls, and if it's something important, it goes to me. Otherwise, Petra makes that. So, but it has some challenges that also our customers accepted, and I'm going to show you. This is what happened last week. Petra was with me in a meeting, and, well, the phone was not with Petra, and her son, he went to the phone, and I received this number. He wrote down who had called. It was Toby. And I thought, well, okay, that can be good or that can be not good. I got an email this afternoon that Toby said, oh, I've had a very, very nice chat with the kid of Petra. So it worked quite well, and I think everyone, all customers, they also have to accept that something can happen when we try new working modes. And I wrote that philosophy down, what is really into us. Some things I've already said to you, the other things I will tell you now. So we are still a 100% private equity company. We do not take on any external funding. We have the idea that we grow organically, so we do not grow as fast as other startups, but we just can spend what we've earned before. I'm deeply convinced of that. We're a lean company, we don't do status stuff. I told you, no big cars, no back office stuff like that, but we stick to our scientific idea. So we do a lot of, we've got 2 research assistants, they just doing research on topics, and we're publishing a lot. We're having 2 books next year with Springer, one about female leadership and one about communication in consulting. So this is what makes us really, really good and growing in scientific identity. We don't sell unnecessary days in-house and no all-nighters. Most consulting firms, they sell a lot of days. I think it's possible to work in another lifestyle also in consultancy. We are environment friendly. And this is not just about cars. I'm very, very convinced that it's not necessary to print PowerPoint presentations. And it's not necessary to print any invoices or any handouts for our workshops. And all customers, they have ever accepted that. I think I've just printed out 4 or 5 invoices in the last 5 years, and that makes me happy. We don't do flights because our customers are in Europe and we can reach them by train. This is really good, quite good, and so we don't want to do this because of emissions, you all know that. And so we are also in a vegetarian office because I've been a vegetarian for all of my life. So I just want vegetarian stuff in the office, and all employees and also the freelancers, they eat for free with us, and when we have caterings for the customers, it's also vegetarian, and they are also accepting that. We had an event with ENBW, maybe you know their culture, they're quite conservative, and we even made it selling them a vegan catering. So this was quite nice strike for me, and I was very happy. Yes, I think we are very, very employee friendly because we take the money we can save from other parts for paying fair wages, and beginning from the start as business consultants, as junior consultants. And so we also, of course, offer then flexible working models. As you have seen, 100% a home office is possible. Everyone works when he or she wants at night. Yeah, I don't care. It's just important for me getting the result and the customer happy. And the last one, social commitment. I was really shocked when I did a study this year for one of our customers, and they wanted to find out what others donate in their CSR strategies. And I was doing this research on finance and the banking sector. And what do you think? How much of their revenue do they donate? Please guess.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yes, it's a bit better than nothing. It's 0.1%. And I find that absolutely not correct, so I thought, okay, we are doing quite well, so we can give 2% of our annual revenue to social organizations, because even as a small cap, we have a local responsibility. That's what I think. So we give the money to organizations we work together with. For example, this year it goes to a refugee cafe for women in Ludwigshafen, or to the Progressive Classical Award in Rijksmuseum in Mannheim. We also sponsor the CSD, Christopher Street Day in Mannheim, or the startup launch of the University of Mannheim, because we find that very important. Okay, I see I have 1 minute 20 left. That's great. So let's have a last look at our sub-brand for female consulting, because this is really unique, I would say. We find that it's necessary to put an eye on this topic, gender, also in consulting. And our brand, Dr. Femme Fatale, offers workshops, keynotes, career coaching, and you've seen the software we use for detecting gender biases in texts. This is our yearly program. This year we had a lot of negotiating workshops, pitching workshops. As you know, female founders are totally underrepresented, and they mostly do not do the pitches. It's the men's thing they do. We've got business retreats and also retreats for team when it goes to gender-sensitive language. I myself do the keynotes in our company, and they are always on sensitive topics. This year the topic is female leadership, also the topic of the book from next year, and toxic masculinity. So for universities, we have got this program, and there are many universities working with us in Germany. They are asking for this program. We do it like in 4 days. Some of them, they just want half-days workshop, so we are finding out something individually for them. So it's from womenomics, branding, visibility, after-birth coaching, and this week, we already achieved 3 things. Okay, I'm gonna come to an end. I want to invite you to the Professor Day for female professors. If you're interested, it's 18th of October this year at the Duale Hochschule Baden-Württemberg. We do this event, we planned it together with the DHBW, and it's especially for female professors. Okay, I'm coming to an end. If you want to know more about female business, you can read the ebook, which is on sale because the new book is coming on Amazon or on this link, Dr. Femme Fatale, the ebook, Sprache denkt Female. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Still yours?
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Simone. Very interesting journey, and I think it's only the peak of the iceberg we heard. So we have now time for questions, and I really invite you to get all your questions